I love retro games. That's just a fact, all right? And hey, it's also a fact that, like, you know, that's kind of long gone, you know? Like, you can't go in the store, buy an NES and get some new games here and there, SEGA Genesis. That's just the way it goes. But what I love is companies like Retrobit who are keeping this dream alive, this feeling, the nostalgia, putting out retro games, re-released officially, either games that have never been translated before, rare games, just, you know, interesting things like that. I think Retrobit, they go above and beyond with their releases. There's a few other companies out there who do similar things, but not to the level Retrobit does. I mean, you got new Atari 2600 cartridges coming out. I just actually got these in the mail. I don't know why they were so delayed. We'll do a video separate on this. But today, I want to take a look at these real quick, because I've been looking forward to this stuff. Hammerin Harry, the collection, the Concrete collection. These guys also have Eliminate Down coming out for the SEGA Genesis. Pre-orders are live, ending in a couple weeks, I believe. So I'll put a link down below if you want to check that one out. I previously did a video on it. But we got stuff like this. Hammerin Harry. Try to get that glare out of the way. We got Deace for the SEGA Genesis. You know, they're all wrapped, so it's a little shiny right now. Pretty sweet. And then Viento. Both of these are renovation games. These guys, man, I'm losing track of all the games that they're releasing, but I think this is pretty sweet. So let's open these up. I think for me, you know, being an NES person, you know, I love Genesis as well, but this one's probably more interesting to me, and the games that I've played the least. So yeah, we'll open that now. This is in a nice little case here. How do I open it without being too intrusive here? A little plastic protective case, and then there's like a hardbound slipcover type thing, I think. All right, and then it's still sealed. 2 games in the slipcover. This one, the Hammerin Harry, you could have ordered it this way or as a individual sets, you know, individual games, I believe. And I know, you know, a lot of times these are limited, like whatever the pre-orders were, that's all they produce. And then after that, it's just kind of, it is what it is. Some of these games become hard to find from Retrobit, but a lot of times these games, you can find them in like your little local retro game shop. There's one near me that I always talk about that winds up having all of Retrobit's releases. But dude, this is freaking sweet. How often do you get to open up a new NES game? Like, this is freaking awesome. Compatible with NTS mode only for Hammerin Harry 2. Okay, interesting. IRAM Games, officially licensed by them, translated, all that good stuff. It's very shiny, man, because of this damn plastic. I apologize. Let me try to fix that a little bit. Change the lighting. It's still shiny, whatever. Okay, so let's get into these, but this was the let's get busy. Little nice little hard little slip case. Includes exclusive cartridge and display stand. So I think they did that with what was it, Battletoads for the NES? I think they've done it maybe a couple times. But let's open this thing up. So they did send these to me, you know, it's like little press samples, that kind of thing. If you ordered yours, they only start sending the press samples out once they're starting to send these out to retailers. So either retailers have already got them and getting ready to ship them out, or it's happening soon type of thing. I live very close to these guys, so they send me a press sample, I get it right away. Look at that, that wood grain style cartridge. That's freaking awesome. Hammerin Harry. Okay, I did open the first one. Bam. And then we do get the little cartridge stand. I'm not going to put this together, but it's just an acrylic stand. It shows Retrobit, and you just kind of put the stand on there and it stands up, and you got 2 little characters on there. I'm not going to mess with that. The one thing I love is freaking manuals, dude. That it brings back those feelings of back in the day. But here's the box. I love these new style boxes that they're doing for like the NES, Super Nintendo releases they do, where they're, you know, they're not flimsy cardboard like the old style stuff. They're magnetic enclosures, nice artwork. You have It looks like they produced 2,500 of these. I got number 320. Little sticker in there. Nice little artwork. Really cool, really cool. And then here is the manual. I love this. I love these manuals, man. Like just going through it and taking a look. Special thanks. Hey, my name is in there. That's freaking awesome. Sweet. But here we go. Oh my God, full color manual, not black and white. You remember some of those manuals back in the day, they would cheap out and be black and white. I mean, it was still cool, but it goes over gameplay, stages, some hints and tips and all that good stuff, and then repeats in Japanese. Very awesome. And there was the little like inlay that was in that box. All right, let's open up number 2, Hammerin Harry 2. This game, I suppose, with that sticker saying there, compatible with NTSC mode, only that this game has trouble running in PAL mode, so it is what it is, unfortunately. But let's take a look at this one. There we go, little chunky boy, little Hammerin Harry right there. I love how this little inlay, it like continues the scene on the left side. I got number 1044, so like your pair is not going to be the same number necessarily. That's all right. I mean, how often are you going to open the thing and look at the number? And there's the, what was this? The Concrete Edition cartridge? Like, they've been going crazy with these different cartridges, man. Most of the time they'd be like clear or something, you know, but this is pretty sweet. I love the look of that. Hammerin Harry 2. Go along with that wood one. And then the same thing in here, little cartridge stand, acrylic stand, and then our manual. And here's the behind. Very cool. Again, a little special thanks. I'm right there. Sweet. Like I said, I freaking love manuals, man. If these guys were releasing this stuff and it didn't come with the manual, I don't know, man. I don't think I would be as excited, to be honest with you. Just you cannot have a retro, you know, re-release or retro, you know, release without a manual. So there's that. Check out the SEGA games real quick. Sold Deace in the original style Genesis boxes. I've said this before, man. Like, I buy Genesis games on occasion, but I will not buy loose games because it just doesn't, like, you know, NES games, Super Nintendo games, Nintendo 64, I'm fine. I won't, you know, necessarily look for complete in box. But for Sega Genesis games, it just feels like you're not getting the full deal without that hard clamshell. I know later on they start going with some cheap cardboard, but I just love this stuff. So there's Sold Deace. Should come with a reversible cover. Oh man, I'm having difficulties trying to, oh, there we go. There we go. This one has an actual certificate. They made 3,000 of this one. Very cool. See what else we got in here. There's the cartridge. I don't remember what they call this shell, but it's got like little metallic flake in there. Transparent black. Very nice looking. That gold foiling tickles it for me, man. Tickles it for me. Now here's the manual. There we go. Nice. Man, look at all that. Freaking dope, dude. I love that. I love that. Was there anything else with the certificate? No, but it's in a little plastic thing. And then a poster. Try to get this in frame. Or as best as I can. Go. Other side. Very cool. And then should be that reversible cover. Try to get it out without creasing it or anything. Now, El Viento. Now I know, like, this is for a specific crowd, man. This, you know, this isn't for everybody. I get it. Like, If it's not for you, that's fine. If it doesn't make sense to you, whatever, dude, that's fine too. But for some people who like physical media, physical cartridges for retro games, this stuff is sick, man. I appreciate it. I love it. Oh my God, these are hard to open. Unless I'm just doing it wrong. Oh, they made 3,400 of this one. What was it, 3,000 of the other one? Of sold Deace? Very cool. There's the little pinkish shell with the foiling. That's freaking awesome. I love how they do that. They did that. I'm sure they did that here too. It's harder to see. Bam. Manual, no poster with this one. Very cool. Oh, is it like a flip book up top? That's kind of cool. I don't know if I could do it right. It seems like it's a little animation. That's cool. Awesome stuff. And then we have our reversible cover. Let's take a gander at that. Bam. Oh my God, look at look at that cover versus this. I prefer the Japanese style. Like, what the hell is this, dude? Like, I can appreciate the artwork, but come on, man. Like, this is cool. I mean, it goes with the manual, right? Like, this doesn't go with the manual. Like, who the hell is that? Little 50s gangster style action with the superhero Wonder Woman or something. I don't know, man. Yeah, I like the Japanese styling better. But there you go. A few new cartridges. If you grab these, hey, I hope you enjoy them. If you're on the lookout for them, you know, places like Castlemania may sell them like after the fact, like leftovers, or, you know, they order extra to sell later on. Some of those local ma and pa shops sell this kind of stuff, which I think is sweet. I've gone and picked up, you know, copies at places like that. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think. Did you grab any of these games? Appreciate y'all. Bye.